sign right here.
You know what else is great? That walkway.
You know what else is great?
What?
The new entranceway.
Yeah. And the parking lot is great.
School's just on a high note right now, but you know and make this all even better?
No, what? A haircut?
That would, Cody, but a new edition of NCS TV.
The 12th edition.
Of course. I can't seem to find Cody anywhere in this parking lot. I just wonder where he could be.
I'm right here, Joel!
Well, Cody, I was looking for you because I heard you know what the next segment is.
Yeah, I do. It's
yours, isn't it?
No.
Oh.
It's 4 in 6.
4 plus 6 is 10.
No, 4
math
in 6.
Segment?
No.
Math segment?
No, 4 in
yes,
6.
I love math.
Forensics, Joel.
Forensics. Who's doing it?
Kevin.
Okay. Okay. Let's see it.
Okay.
I love math.
It's not math.
Thank you, Joel and Cody. I'm here with Miss Pockbeer, and she's the head of the forensics program here at Norton. I'm going to ask her a few questions. Okay, in a short summary, how do you view this year's turnout compared to past years?
Well, this year we have 25 students out, which is the greatest number that we've had out for forensics compared to the last few years that I've been the forensics coach. However, this is the first year we haven't had any student with more than 1 year of experience. So we've got a lot of numbers out, but we're a little bit green as far as experience goes.
Okay. How do you explain forensics to the people out there that might not know it as well?
Basically, it's competition of acting and giving speeches. There's different events, just kind of like a track meet, where if you're a good jumper, you go in jumping events. If you're a good runner, you run. In forensics, basically, you can compete individually, and it's also for a team competition. And if you're a good actor, you do acting events. If maybe you're a better speaker, you do speaking events. And that's a pretty short summary of what it is, but that makes sense for most people.
Okay. So what are your expectations for the 2004 season?
Well, we always look at the league tournament as one of our goals of doing really well.
Yeah.
Hey, Joey. What are you doing?
Oh, I'm just kicking it.
Where's Kai and Brian?
What are you talking about, Cody?
Joel. Kicking it with Kai and Brian.
Oh, you have the wrong idea about my segment, Cody.
Really?
Yeah, let's go check it out. I'm here with Mr. Kai Mann and Mr. Brian Luck. Today, we will begin a new series of segments on NCS TV called Kicking It. And today, we will be kicking it with Kai and Brian. First of all, Kai, what events or activities have you participated in this year?
Well, Joel, I've participated in football and Scholars Bowl and Student Advisory Council, to name a few.
Thank you. Brian, what about you?
I've participated in football and basketball, and I went to Molly UN.
That's very interesting. Kai, what has SAC done to help improve our school this year?
Well, this year we have brought a brand new exercise bike for injured peoples and put it in the wrestling room, and right now we are planning the snowball dance and we did the homecoming dance.
I see. Brian, basketball is about mid-season right now. How do you think the season has been going?
I think we've been doing really good. We're 5-1 and doing pretty good in the league right now, and I think we can make another run towards the league championship.
Kai, our football season turned out as a disappointment this year, but how do you feel it went altogether?
Altogether, I'd say we did very well.
What have you enjoyed most about your senior year?
I've enjoyed not having to do homework every day.
Kai, it seems that most seniors ease up on their schedule a little bit to make things easier and get ready for college. Have you done this, or do you stick it out and take the tough road?
Well, for the most part, I've stuck it out, but this year I'm not taking a math class, so I've done a little bit of both.
Easier.
Yeah, it really does.
Brian, you're an avid student at NCHS. What classes do you most enjoy?
I most enjoy teacher's aid because I get to do stuff for the teachers and I have my own little study hall.
What about you, Kai?
Well, I'm also a teacher's aide, and right now we're working on the NCHS football highlight video / DVD.
That'd be interesting.
It will.
Brian, what do you think has set your senior year apart at Norton than the rest of your years?
Well, it's the fact that it's my last year, and I think it's been the best year of all my years in school.
Thank you. Brian, how did it feel to be homecoming king?
It felt pretty good. I'm glad that my fellow classmates could have voted me in for it. Any one of us could have won it, but I'm glad that I won it.
So modest, but he's the hottest.
Brian left.
Kai, if you were looking forward to one thing the rest of the year, what would it be?
Well, it'd probably be graduation, because since I can't wrestle this year, it seems like there's nothing to do from football to graduation.
That could hold true.
That could hold true.
Brian, what do you look forward most to?
I look forward to hopefully making it to the state championship again this year.
In basketball,
In
right?
basketball, yes.
Thank you. Well, men, thank you for your time.
Thank you, Joel.
In the following weeks, hopefully we'll bring in new, possibly seniors, to do some more Kicking It segments. This is the Raging Kansan, Joel Griffiths, reporting for NCS TV News.
Hi, I'm Fig Millen. I'm the voice of the Blue Jay wrestling team. Now on to sports with Jared Foley.
On Friday, January 9th, the Norton basketball teams took on the Osborne Bulldogs in their first home games of the season. Before the boys' game, last year's seniors were honored for winning the 2003 state championship and received a standing ovation from the Norton crowd.
Now to start for this game this evening between the Osborne Bulldogs and the Norton Blue Jays.
Shortly after, the many fans were packed in tight and all were anxious to get started. The Blue Jays led by only 4 at the half, but dominated during the third quarter and took a 9-point lead after this energizing play.
Down the lane, floats up, missed the shot. Hardman might have been hit on the wrist, but no whistle, and the rebound comes to Norton. Inside, Sloan for the slam!
In the end, Osborne could not stop Norton's inside scoring and consistent free throw shooting, and Norton upped their record to 5-1. Leading scorers for the game were Jared Sloan with 20, Ryan Maddy with 10, and Dan Roeder with 9. After beating Trigo and Stockton, the boys now have a 7-1 record and will face off against Plainville on Friday in Hayes at 4:30. The Norton girls enjoyed similar success. The Lady Jays played with a great home crowd and were far too powerful for Osborne, winning by 14 points with the final score of 40-26. Leading scorers were Chelsea Cox with 12 points, plus Anna Berry and Amber Engelbert with 8 each. This win moved Norton to a 3-3 record for the season. After 2 tough losses to Trigo, the Norton girls are now 3-5 and will play Hill City in the next round of the MCL tournament. To top it all off, the wrestling team performed remarkably in the J.R. Durham Invitational on Saturday, January 10th in Norton. The Blue Jays had 7 wrestlers go to the finals. James Annan, Nathan Brockman, Bo Faunensteel, and Michael Sprague took home first place finishes, while Curtis Black, Lance Rowe, and John Harding earned second place. Even with some key injuries, Norton still beat wrestling powerhouses Hoxie and Cozad and won the tournament by 25 points. James Annan was also named Wrestler of the Tournament. In the very competitive Newton tournament last weekend, Norton was able to bring home a 4th place finish. That's all for this edition of NCS TV Sports. Congratulations to all the teams.
Cody?
Hey, Mike. Oh, hey, Joel.
Who do you think the best teacher at NCHS is?
Well, Joel, you know, I really don't know.
Okay. Any other questions?
Actually, yeah, I do have some, and I passed some questions around, and I took a little survey.
Oh, you do a segment about it?
Yeah.
Okay.
You want to know what the results are?
Yeah.
Okay, let's go.
Okay.
Recently at NCHS, we once again took another survey. But this time we asked questions about our community's restaurants. We asked, where's the best place to eat in Norton? What place has the best food in Norton? And what kind of restaurant would you like to see added to our community? And now for the results. For the best place to eat in Norton, in 3rd place we had the Beacon and Town and Country with 5% of the vote. In 2nd, we had a tie between the China Garden and Adventures with 11%. In the winner, with a whopping 58% of the vote, Pizza Hut, Taco Bell. Also getting votes was Whitefield's Coffee Shop with 4%, the K&S Center with 4%, and the school's cafeteria and Dairy Queen with 1%. For our second question, what restaurant has the best food? In 3rd place was Town and Country with 11%. Coming in 2nd was Adventures with 20%. And the winner again, but with only 40% of the vote this time, Pizza Hut, Taco Bell. Again getting votes was the Beacon with 10%, the China Garden was 7%, and O'Brien's was 6%. For our final question, we asked which restaurant would you like to see added to our community. There were many suggestions, but in the end, Subway ended up stealing the show with 57% of the vote. And coming in a distant second was Sonic with 16%. Also getting a lonely old vote was a restaurant with only cheese. To get a more personal look at this, I went around and asked some more students about their own thoughts.
Well, I really have two favorite places to eat in Norton. If I'm wanting something fast and to go pretty quick, I head to Pizza Hut. But if I want to sit down and eat a nice evening meal, and a lot of times some of us coaches, wrestling coaches, go out after practice on Wednesday nights, we like to head to the greatest meal in the evening, which we think is the Beacon Cafe. They have some great home-cooked meals.
Probably say Adventures is my favorite place to go.
My favorite place to eat in Norton would have to be the China Garden.
Favorite place to eat is the Whitefields Coffee Shop.
My favorite place to eat in Norton is probably Pizza Hut or the China Garden.
My favorite place to eat is at my grandma's house every Tuesday.
My favorite place to eat in Norton is at my dining room table with my wife and kids.
Taco Bell, because cheesy gordita crunches rule.
Our favorite place to eat is Brian Love's house.
My favorite place to eat in Norton is Pizza Hut and Taco Bell.
I would say that Adventures is pretty good all around to eat place to.
Adventures is my favorite place to eat in Norton, and I particularly like the super nachos.
My favorite place to eat is the Pizza Hut.
Pizza Hut is the best place in town.
My name is Bill Hatley. My favorite place is Fangel's.
Cody, I am done with this episode.
Joel, why?
Cody, in every man's life there's a time that he has to realize it's over.
Joel, I don't want to go.
Can't do it anymore. I don't want to go. It's done, Cody. Let's go.
Fine.
It was a great show, but now it's come to an end.